Hi, I'm Tim Stotts, and I get bored during render breaks. Here's something that's been on my mind a lot. Uh, let's set it up. There are people in this world who I dislike for very specific reasons. Not even necessarily that they're bad people or anything like that. No moral value judgment or anything. It's often about quality, not like the quality of their personhood, but like for instance, say people who are either crappy filmmakers. Let's be specific. I think that their stuff is lackluster because uh, they just don't have attention to detail, or they don't have a certain vision, or they don't know how to use their gear, or things like that, or like they're it just. I'm trying to think of other specific examples because it's not. In order for me to set this up, it kind of requires specifics. Or okay, let's say socially, just like people who are like bother you, who you don't want to be around, who just try to insinuate themselves in your life, and you don't want them there, and they're really persistent at it, and it really bothers the shit out of you. Like there are specific people that have negative traits that exist in your life, and you think and you dislike them for that specific reason. But I got to thinking, there's no way, as much as I try not to be like them, that I am. To somebody. Like, there's some other filmmaker out there, like, holy crap, you suck. For specific, like, he doesn't know how to work his shit. Or like, there are, like, a circle of friends who, or supposed friends, or people I'd like to be friends, like, oh, let's contact them and see if they want to hang out. They don't for some reason. Or boy, it seems like I'm initiating the contact with them and not the other way around. And you try not to be clingy or whatever, of course, but you think, God, they're thinking the same thing about me that I think about that other guy who tries to get in my life and I don't want there. And that's a really weird thing, but it's something I've come up with the philosophy that for every negative trait like that somebody else embodies, that I am that to somebody else, and that really bothers me. I don't know what to do with that psychologically. I don't know if that it could keep me grounded and humble, could make me less judgy. It has not done this. I mean, the result is not there. I mean, I'm a self-loathing narcissist, so that's not working there. So it's not been good for me to realize this. It's been sort of like sort of a very complex psychological striving to find balance that's often resulting in the simplified mantra of this is why we can't have nice things. Because the people who you don't want in your life are trying to get in, and the people you want in your life don't want in. Not universally. I have some people in my life that mean so much to me and everything like that. But the hope, the sort of goal, the tendency is to want to try to improve and, improve your social sort of how much fun you're having, the good type of creative, energetic people around you, and sort of the albatrosses and the bullshit, just kind of get rid of them. And it's such an uphill battle. It's so rolling a boulder uphill so often. But I got to thinking, like I said, the one thing I keep coming back to is, okay, that guy, I am that guy to somebody else. And like I said, I don't know what to do with this information yet. Maybe I'm that to you. Maybe you're that to me. God, how do we know where we stand with anybody? I guess should we worry? No, I'm gonna get some of the hang in there, baby, positive folks. Like every time you post something sort of self-aware and possibly critical of your own self, you always get this sort of really shallow aphorisms that just don't help. Like, you're gonna make it, be your own person. Why do you care what other people think? And it's like, have you met, for instance, a human? Like, okay, it's great and it's like supposed to be the fact that you don't have these sort of insecurities and everything like that. But first of all, not just a human. Have you met like somebody who actually creates stuff for a living? Honestly, I would like to think some lofty goal is driving this. I need to share with humanity my vision, but it's not. A misguided attempt to get laid a lot, like I said, I don't want to talk to people one-on-one, so I figure I'm gonna release a bit of media out there to the world, and maybe that'll help somehow. I don't know. But it's all, like I said, the self-loathing narcissism is a really interesting, tricky thing to deal with. And the fact that I'm aware of it means it's probably not an accurate description, because I don't think anybody's ever in tune enough with the self that they know what they're going. Like when you meet somebody, just like, hey, let me tell you something about me. Here's what you need to know about me. I'm psychological blankety blank that they seem aware of. They're always wrong. Like, especially crazy. The oft misused term crazy. Oh, you gotta watch me, I'm just a little crazy. It's like, no, nobody's actually crazy has ever identified themselves as crazy. And you really are just abusing the term, and you mean, I'm energetic and interesting and spontaneous, and you're not that either. You're crazy as a crazy quilt, the thing the old ladies make when they have scraps left over. There's nothing crazy about that. And you're probably one of those people in my life I don't want, that I am coming to grips with the fact that I am that to somebody else. Anyway, I'm Tim, and I get bored during render breaks. That's something I'm working on too, with your help. I'll see you after the next After Effects ding.